Hello. Hi, my luminous livers. I hope you are all doing really well today. Today, I have sort of a heavier topic that I want to talk about, and I hope you're all okay. You can see my kitty Isabel here is here to join in on the conversation. She really likes to be included in all of these things, so I thought I'd just let her be in the corner of the video. So if she moves, don't mind her. But today I wanted to talk about loneliness. And the reason that I wanted to talk about loneliness is because over the weekend I had an experience with loneliness. I had an experience where I had to sit and I had to be with my feelings of loneliness. I had been triggered the weekend before in my relationship, and I had a reaction. I got upset about something, and this past weekend in one of my counseling sessions, I was invited by my counselor to revisit the experience and to look at my reaction and where it came from. And, it's in doing that work that I have been able to improve myself and my relationships. It's really helped me to become aware of my reactions and where they come from and how those reactions move my relationship forward in a good way or maybe a not so good way. Um, so I had the opportunity this weekend to look at where my trigger came from, where this reaction came from, and to get some awareness. And I had quite a big aha moment. And I wanted to share that with everybody because I believe in complete transparency. I think none of us are perfect. We all have wounds. We all have our stories, as I've shared before. And I don't mind sharing mine. And I wanted to tell everybody about what I learned. So, after digging a little bit deeper, what I found was, after a day of really doing errands and cooking and cleaning and not really taking time for myself during the day, I was doing things that I felt like I had to get done for the week. I had to do this and I had to do that, and those were just things that I had to get done, but I was disconnected from myself. And so what happened at the end of the day was, I wanted to connect. I had this, I don't know if anybody else has had this, but I had that pang of loneliness. And my boyfriend was gone. He was off playing soccer and having a good time and enjoying himself with his friends. And by the time I was done all my stuff and I had time to sit down and relax, I had that very familiar pang of loneliness. And so I, ended up using language that triggered a guilt response. I used language that put him responsible for my feelings and my loneliness. And when we do that and when we put that on somebody else, it creates a wall. It creates a wall between the partnership and in the relationship. And even when, you're dating and you're getting to know people, I found myself putting up walls like that very quickly. If somebody didn't react to me the way that I needed a reaction, to fill my loneliness. And so my discovery was that the reason I was looking outside of myself was because I had been disconnected from myself. And so when I became aware of my loneliness and my need to connect, instead of going within and sitting down, with myself and assessing for a few minutes, what do I need? Do I need a human connection? Do I need to take a bath? Do I need to go for a little walk because I haven't had any exercise today? Or, do I need to watch a funny TV show to make myself, feel good for a few minutes? Um, those are external things, but I didn't look within to see what I needed. I didn't check in with myself. I didn't realize that I had lost myself during the course of the day. And so coming to this awareness and realizing that I had put my feelings and my loneliness and my want and my need to feel better on my boyfriend really helped me um, realize that it's not his responsibility to fix that and to heal that and to make me feel better. Um, and when I make him responsible for that, I create a lot of tension in our relationship instead of looking at myself to sit down with my feelings of loneliness and to talk to them and to discover where did they come from and what did they need. And that's really hard to do. And when I discovered this in my session this weekend, I became super emotional, I think understandably, because it made me sad. It made me sad to think that, I have that. And then I sort of realized, well, everybody has that. And a lot of times we keep ourselves busy to ignore that. And that's what I had done all day. I had been doing errands and, doing this and doing that. And I realized that I do that almost on a daily basis. I'll reach for food, or I'll go for a coffee, or I'll do this or I'll do that to avoid that pang of loneliness that I get. And even people who are in relationships and who have great friends and great support systems get that feeling because we're humans. And so I just sort of wanted to bring this to the surface and to be able to talk openly about it, because I'm not ashamed of having those feelings. I'm not ashamed to admit that those things came up for me and that, they caused me to overreact in something. I don't think that's something negative at all. But I think what is very helpful is when we can be aware of that when it happens. And it doesn't always happen, the awareness right away. It happened for me a week later, and with the help of, a guidance, a counselor. And, that's okay too. If it wasn't for her, there's so much that would have missed out learning about myself. But learning this and having that aha moment for me has really helped me to focus on staying connected to myself during the day and remember that I don't need external things to try and fill that. And I am going to be a much more whole and complete person if I use my heart and my soul and things that I truly need to make myself feel better. And so I just wanted to share that with everybody. I don't know how many people out there have that pang of loneliness. I mean, I think that, like I said, it's a natural human thing, but I find the more I become aware of things that happen, the more I become aware of, how often that does happen for me and how often I've tried to cover it up with something else. So I know this is kind of a heavy topic, but I think it's really important to talk about. And I'd love to hear any stories or awarenesses from anybody out there who maybe you've had an aha moment hearing this. Maybe this resonates with you and you go, I've had that pang of loneliness and I've tried to fill it with other things. And I would really love to hear any awarenesses that anybody else has had about this. So I hope this video helped you out in some way, and I'm really enjoying talking about these things and bringing them to the surface so that hopefully we can begin to let go of the stigma of, these kind of sticky things, because they're really not bad at all. Also, I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be doing an upcoming talk locally, and the talk is going to be on how to build self-trust. And I'm going to be posting on Instagram and Facebook more details about the event, and I would love to see people come on out. It's going to be, an hour, sort of an interactive discussion, but I'm also going to be giving you tools on how to build self-trust and why building self-trust is important if you're looking to find your soulmate. It is crucial. It's a really key step. So let me know if you're interested, and like I said, I'm going to be posting more details on that within the next couple of days. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I look really forward to talking to you all soon again. Bye.